Hello everyone, we're back with part 3 of our Sci-Fi Shop modeling series. In this tutorial, we'll dive into creating meshes using curves, individual insets, snapping techniques, array modifiers, beveling with or without hardops, solving ngons using the knife tool, bridging polygons effectively, and the proper ways to remove vertices. We have installed Blender 3.6, the latest LTS version. You can download and install it as they mentioned before. Now let's create our windows in the model. We need to split the part that we want to delete, so we'll use loop cuts for that purpose. To begin, hold down the Alt key and click on the border edges. Once selected, press Shift D to make a copy of these edges. Let's split the objects by using P key and selecting selection. After that, switch to object mode and press Ctrl A to apply all transform. Navigate to the object menu and select convert followed by curve. To adjust the selection shape, go to the data tab and locate the geometry section. Here you can increase or decrease the depth amount as desired. If you prefer a different section shape, click on profile, or if you have the specific shape in mind, choose it from the option available under object setting. For this demonstration, we'll be going with a round option. You can increase the resolution here if you need it. Now we need to convert our curve into a mesh so that we can bevel our frame corners using Ctrl B. Next, let's repeat this step to create the window. To isolate edges or anything else, press slash in object mode. Okay, let's start by selecting all the edges and pressing F to create faces. Now we'll divide our window based on the reference. Press I to inset and select individual. Adjust the amount of the frame as needed and delete any unnecessary faces. Next, select all the faces and extrude them along their normal. Normals. Now let's move on to beveling edges. There are two ways to do this. Firstly, you can manually select the edges that you want to bevel and press Ctrl B on your keyboard. Alternatively, you can use a helpful add-on called hardops. To access it, go into object mode and press Q. Then select bevel. You can adjust the bevel amount by moving your mouse cursor and click to apply it. Alright, let's start by adding a plane to create our glass object. Now we'll focus on creating this specific part. First, we need to bevel these edges to give them a smoother look. Next, let's separate this part as we learned in previous tutorials. Great, now it's time to add some additional divisions for more detail. However, upon closer inspection, there are some imperfections that need fixing. Let's remove all the horizontal edge loops and replace them with new loop cuts by using the shortcut Ctrl R and scrolling the mouse wheel. Now select the edges and press Ctrl B to duplicate them. Next, let's choose the faces and extrude them along their normals. Switch to object mode and press Q, then use the bevel tool to adjust it as desired. Click to accept the changes. Okay, for this window, we first need to remove some faces and create new ones. We need to extrude these three edges first. Now, let's attach the lower part to our body. To do that, we'll make a loop cut at that height and weld the vertices together. Let's turn on vertex snapping by pressing Shift Tab and adjust it to vertex mode. You can toggle snap on or off using this shortcut. Next, press Ctrl R and move your mouse over the vertex where you want to create the loop cut. However, we now have two vertices occupying the same position. To resolve this, let's select our vertices and press M, then choose Merge by Distance. We'll repeat this action for this section as well. Now it's time to create side walls. Select these two vertices and press F to generate a new edge. And now let's select the edges and press F to create a polygon. We'll repeat the same process for this side as well. However, to avoid creating ngons, we need to split it by using the knife tool. Simply press K to activate the knife tool. Click on the start and end point of where you want to make the cut, and then press Enter. As you can see, we no longer have any ngons. Let's apply the same process to the other side of the model. Let's select these two edges and press F to create a new face here. Now, let's repeat this action by creating a loop cut and beveling it. Finally, add another loop cut and we're good to go. First, let's delete these faces. Select the edge loops, make a copy and split it. Now, we'll follow the same steps we did for the other window. Next, let's remove these vertices by using the shortcut Ctrl X. Please note that if you press delete, it will also delete the edges. So instead, just select them and press Ctrl X. Now we need to create an array of these parts. To do that, we'll use a powerful tool called hardops, as we mentioned before. Press Q, then choose Array. To adjust the number of copies, simply scroll your mouse wheel. If you want to array in another direction, press X. By moving your mouse, you can adjust the distance between each copy. Next, let's split this object and rotate it for added variation. Change the position of the 3D cursor by selecting it and left-clicking where you want it to be placed. Then, set the origin point to the 3D cursor. Finally, rotate the window as desired and voila, we're done. If you found this tutorial helpful or enjoyable, please show us some support by liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Good luck.